Welcome to Mudrun training. This is exciting. This is the first time we are going to be doing something like this, and I'm excited about it because we're going to be showing you week by week how to go through everything so that by the time Mudrun gets here, you are going to be ready and you are going to kill it. So let's get started. With this week's training, we are going to start first with a run again, but it's going to be a little bit different because, of course, we want to build you up. We want to get you ready. So last week was all about seeing what you can handle. This week, it's about taking it to the next level. So what you're going to do is a warm-up, always a warm-up, 5 to 10 minutes. So that might be a walk, a light jog, whatever it takes, but that's what you're going to start with. Then what we're going to have you do is you are going to start in a light jog. And that's going to be considered your rest. So whenever you hear me say rest, you're going to go into your light jog again. So you're going to go for 1 minute. You're going to need a watch. You're going to go for 1 minute with a light jog. Then you're going to pick up the pace into a moderate run. And you're going to do that for a minute. And then you're going to alternate. You're going to do a minute rest, which is your light jog. Take it to a moderate pace, which is a little bit heavier. You're going to do that for about 4 minutes, on and off. Then, after your rest, you're going to take it up to a moderate, hard pace. You're going to pick it up. You're going to be going not quite as hard as you can, but almost there. So on a scale of 1 to 10, you should be working at about an 8 by that point. And then it's only a minute long. Take it back down to rest. Do it again, moderate, hard pace for 1 minute. And then rest, and then take it back down to moderate pace, rest. The total is going to be 8 minutes. You're going to do that twice. Okay? That's your run. When you're finished your run, I'm going to have you cool down and you're going to stretch. I'm going to bring Nathan in here now to show you how to do some of these stretches. So the first stretch, hi Nathan. Hello. The first stretch that you're going to do, you always want to stretch out your legs when you're finished. You don't want lactic acid buildup. You want to make sure that you're stretching it out, getting it back to a nice position again. So hamstrings, very important after a run. You're going to put your heel down in front. You're going to sink down into it, lifting your tailbone to the ceiling. You're going to put your weight on the stable leg. So if you have to wait there, I don't want your hands on this knee, I want them on this thigh, right there. See how his back is nice and flat? That's exactly what you want. If he was to round his back, he's going to lose that stretch in the back of the leg. Do you notice how you don't feel it as much? Right. So he's going to keep his tailbone lifting to the ceiling, back is long, heel is down. Of course, he's going to do both sides quickly, just to show you what it's all about. There. Feel nice and stretched? Perfect. Quadriceps. You want to stretch the quadriceps. So we're going to do this one here. So we're going to get you to grab your foot, pulling your heel toward your glutes. Good. You can hang on to something. If you're outside, hang on to a tree. I don't care, whatever you want to do. What you want to be thinking of when you're stretching your quad, though, because if you're just standing there like this, you're not going to feel a stretch. Do you notice that you have to tilt your pelvis forward to get that stretch? That's what we want. So make sure you are tilting, lengthening the quadricep muscle group. And of course the other side, which you know to do. The glutes, they also work. So we're going to stretch those out. We're going to do it in what we call a figure 4. So cross an ankle over your thigh. Good. I think I'm going to get you to come maybe more beside so you can hang on if you need to. So bring your foot over your thigh. Now as you sit down into it, I want your tailbone lifting up again. Back is flat. Now this hand is going to press that knee away from the body. Do you feel that in the glutes? Okay. And that's how you're going to stretch out the glutes. Of course, both sides. So now that you're all stretched out, we need to get you doing a little bit to prepare you for the monkey bars. Last week you probably did some of the monkey bars and you saw how far you could get, and you probably realized that you need a little bit of work. So we're going to get you ready for that. So instead of doing monkey bars, we're going to start doing some resistance training it's going to prepare you. So we're going to start with the push-ups, because when you're doing the monkey bars, it's all upper body. It's shoulders, it's back, core, and chest to a certain degree as well. So we're going to start with push-ups. I'm going to get Nathan down here on the floor. His hands are shoulder width. We don't want them any wider. If they're too wide, then it's going to be focusing more just the chest, but we really want the shoulders with this here. So see how his body's in a nice long plank? He is not sinking his stomach toward the floor. Show them what it looks like if it's wrong. That's not what we want, and that probably hurts too, so don't do that. We don't want a tent with his butt, so show them there. Yeah, we don't want that either. Not good. Nice long plank. It's going to work his core as well. Now get into the push-up. Full range push-up, all the way down and all the way up. He's not resting at the bottom. He is just bringing himself as low as he can and pushing himself back up. So that is perfect form right there. That's exactly what we want. So what you're going to do is you're going to give me about 10 of those. You're going to take a little rest, and then you're going to go into back right away. So we got 2 back exercises that you can choose from. You don't have to do both. And one uses a resistance band. Whenever you use a resistance band, I want you to be safe first, okay? So make sure it's anchored somewhere, that it's not going to rebound and hit you in the face or anything like that. In the gym here, we're lucky. We've got all this equipment, so we've got it just looped over this right here. So Nathan, I'm going to get you to demonstrate this, if you can. So I'm going to have you grab the handles. And I think I'm going to get you this way. Hopefully we'll be able to see what you're doing. Take one in each hand. Now I want you to step your one foot back. And I'm going to get him leaning forward slightly right there, because that's going to target his back muscles. So with your palms down, you are going to pull down, squeezing the shoulder blades together and release back up, controlling it all the way. You never want to let the hands just rebound with the resistance band. You want to control it. Now, see, as he's doing this, he's squeezing his back muscles and he's keeping his shoulders down. You never want to bring your shoulders up into your ears. So keep the shoulders down right there. Good. Keep the shoulders out of the ears. Do you feel that? Okay, he felt that, so he must be doing it right. That's a good thing. So that's one way that I'm going to get you. If, like I said, it depends on what you have. If you have dumbbells, then you can do this move next. So Nathan, if you can grab your dumbbells. So I'm going to get you facing this way so that they can see what your back is doing. Very important with this one. You don't want to round back, so I'm going to get you to bend forward from the hips. Okay. So nice long spine. I want you to bend a little bit more forward if you can. Okay, so we really want to target that back. So see how his back's nice and long? Right there. If you were rounding your back, can you show me what that would look like? Okay, this isn't good. Right away, that's going to put strain in his low back, and it could lead to injury, and we don't want that. So lengthen it out again. I don't even want you to hold that position. It's not good. So from here, he's going to drive his elbows to the ceiling, squeezing his shoulder blades together as he does that, and let them come down again, nice and easy. Good. Now, notice, keep going. Notice as he's bringing those dumbbells down, he's not rounding his shoulders. So show me what it would be like if you were to let the shoulders come out of their position. There, see? We don't want that. Shoulders are locked into place. Everything is strong. The core is working to keep stability through his spine. Perfect. Good job. So those are the 2 back exercises that you can choose from. Now we're going to move into core. Oh, sorry. Before I forget. Yes, you're going to do 2 sets of each of these. So you're going to do 10 push-ups, then you're going to switch into back, go back to your push-ups, and back again. Okay? Now we're going to go into core. All right, Nathan. And you've already shown us what a plank looks like. But now I want you to take it from the forearms instead of from the hands. Okay, there's a plank. And that's exactly how I want it to look. Same thing as with the push-up. We don't want the booty raised into a tent, and we don't want the stomach sagging toward the floor. See how his head is in line, or his neck, I should say, is in line with his spine? That's exactly what we want. You never want your head to hang. Nathan, can you hang your head? Just show them what not to do. You don't want to hang your head. That gets hard on the neck. Keep the neck in line with the spine. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold this for a minute, if you can. You're going to time yourself, and if you can't hold it for a minute, then that's what you're going to work towards. Okay, Nathan, you can let it go now. Good job. But I'm sorry, you need to stay down, because now, now we want to work the obliques on the side of the trunk too, right? So you're going to come into a side plank. So I want your elbow right under your shoulder. And there's different ways you can do this. So I'm going to take those dumbbells out from behind you so you've got some room. Okay, the least intense version, I want you to bend the knee that's on the bottom. Oh, nope. Just bring this over top for a minute. Bend this leg. Still keeping your body in a nice line. That knee just sits over, or that leg sits over top. Now raise yourself up into a side plank. Lifting nice and high, keeping the hips high. Okay, can you tuck those hips in a bit for me? There we go. So see how his chest is open? You don't want your chest or your shoulder to collapse and your chest collapsing. You want to keep it nice and open. Everything is in a nice long line. This knee would be on the floor, and that is the least intense version of doing a side plank. Now, if you wanted to pick it up a little bit, you're going to come off this back knee and you're going to be on this foot. So you've got a wide base of support. Yeah, bring that back foot closer to there you go. Now, lengthen those legs, keep them nice and long. Everything is working in a plank. So although you're working the core, everything else is also working too. So awesome exercise. And he's holding it perfectly. The most intense version, he's going to stack his feet. Just like that, and lifting it back up. Now, if you want to make it even a little bit more challenging, you can raise this arm right up and point those fingers to the ceiling. And hold it right there. And that's a side plank. You can let that go now. He's shaking. That's a good thing. That means he's working. So, of course, you're going to do that on both sides. You're going to try and hold it for a minute. If you can't hold it for a minute, that's what you're going to build up to as these weeks go by. So those were the planks. So what you're going to do is you're going to do the same thing. You're going to do 2 sets of both the regular plank and the side planks, each of them 2 times, just like you did with the push-ups, just like you did with the back. And that is going to be your workout for this time. So let us know how you're doing. We want to hear about it. Even post some pictures, show us, whatever. But we want to see it. So until next time, work with it and have fun.